Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be giving my take on the 2021 NBA season that's right around the corner. So, here we go. First of all, we're going to start out with how I think things are going to stack up in the East. Number one, I'm going to choose the Milwaukee Bucks. With the acquisition of Jrue Holiday, now Eric Bledsoe is gone. Giannis has signed his big extension, and you still have Chris Middleton. I really think that the Bucks are going to still be scoring. They're going to still be playing defense. Giannis is going to be Giannis, and I think Giannis really has something to prove this year. So he's going to come out with a fire. He's going to come out with fervor, and he's going to play like you've never seen him before. I'm hoping that once they make it to the, and I do think that they'll make it to the playoffs, that they'll get over that hump of losing in the first round and move on to either the conference finals or either the conference semifinals. Number two, we have the Brooklyn Nets. We know we got KD. We got Kyrie, who is the hometown hero. And as we all know, James Harden says he wants to be a part of this party too. We're going to have to wait and see if that happens. Everybody says the old KD is back. He's shooting, he's scoring. And so it should be a great year for Brooklyn. It should be a great year for Kyrie. It should be a great year for KD. And it should be a great year for basketball. Number three, I have my Boston Celtics. Boston, they lost Gordon Hayward, but he really didn't play that much last year. We still have the same team that we have. We got Nesmith in the first round of the draft. He looks like a shooter who I think Boston's been lacking three-point shooting for at least the last 3 years. We know Jason Tatum is going to be there. You have Jaylen Brown. You got Kemba Walker. So I think Boston is still going to be very good. I don't know how far they can go in the playoffs this year, but we're going to see, and we're going to see what they can do, and it still should be just a great game of Boston Celtics basketball. Number four, I have the Miami Heat. I think everybody is sleeping on the Miami Heat. We saw what they did in the bubble to Boston. And we saw them in the finals with LA. Even though Bam Adebayo got hurt, I do think if he hadn't gotten hurt, it would have really been closer than what it was. So you still got Bam, you still got Duncan Robinson, you still got Jimmy Butler. So I really, really think that Miami is still going to be moving forward. You got Eric Spoelstra, you still got Pat Riley as operations officer. So I really, really think that they're going to still be on that upswing, but I still think it'll be another maybe year or two before they can win the East and really get back to the conference finals. Number five, we have the Philadelphia 76ers. We have a new head coach in Doc Rivers, who comes over from the Los Angeles Clippers. He's a Hall of Fame player. He's a Hall of Fame coach, and he's a finals NBA champion coach too. I think he's going to do a lot for Ben Simmons. I think Ben Simmons may be able to finally get a jump shot or a three-point shot. You still got Tobias Harris. You still got Joel Embiid. So we're going to see what happens. I think that they will be better than what they have been in the past. And I think that they will have a good season. I don't know with the powerhouses of the Milwaukee Bucks and the Brooklyn Nets how far they can go in the playoffs, but we will see, and it will be exciting to see. Number six, I have the Orlando Magic. Last year, Orlando was the team in the bubble. They had a wonderful first round, and they really, really played some good complementary basketball. I'm looking to see their growth with their team that they have this year and see if they can make it back to the playoffs, and if they can they improve on what they did this year in the bubble. So I'm excited to see Orlando Magic football, especially here in the state of Florida. Next, we have Atlanta. Need I say more? We have Trae Young. They picked up Rajon Rondo from the Lakers. So that should be a great backcourt. We'll see what happens, see if they can make the playoffs for the first time in a long time. And they should be playing some good basketball as they were at the end of the season before the pandemic hit this year. So we'll see with them. And last but not least, to round out the East, I think we're going to have the Toronto Raptors. I have them at number 8. Yes, I know. They lost Serge Ibaka. They lost Marc Gasol. But you still have Spicy P, Pascal Siakam. You still have Fred VanVleet. And you also still have Kyle Lowry. So we're going to see what Nick Nurse can do with this team, being that he lost 2 of his big pieces to other teams this year. So that's my take on the East. Now let's talk about how things are going to stack up in the West. First of all, I think that King James and the Los Angeles Lakers will be king supreme in the West again. They had the best talent acquisition in free agency. They got Montrezl Harrell from the Clippers. They got Marc Gasol from the Toronto Raptors. And they also acquired Dennis Schroeder from the Oklahoma City Thunder. They still have LeBron. They still have AD. So with that being said, I think that they will still be number 1 in the West and still be the team to be in the NBA. Second of all, we have the Los Angeles Clippers. Even though they lost Montrezl Harrell, you still have Patrick Beverley. You still have Lou Williams. You picked up Serge Ibaka from the Toronto Raptors. And you also still have PG-13 Paul George. And you also still have Kawhi Leonard. Now you have Ty Lue as your head coach. Doc Rivers has moved on to the Philadelphia 76ers, as we know. I still think that the Clippers will remain steady. They will be a team to beat, but I do not think that they're formidable like the Los Angeles Lakers are. Third, I'm going to put the Denver Nuggets. You still have Jokic, you got Michael Porter Jr., and you still have Jamal Murray. What they showed us in the semifinals, what they showed us in the Western Conference Finals, all in the bubble last year was absolutely extraordinary. If they can build on that, I think that this team will be something to contend with. And as we've heard that Nikola Jokic may be up for preseason MVP talks already. Number 4, we have the Dallas Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks, you got Luka Doncic. So he is a MVP candidate all by himself. We're going to see if they can keep up with what they had last year in the bubble to see if what they have this year. So that is my number 4 team. My number 5 team is the Golden State Warriors. My son is going to hate me for this because he thinks that I should have put them at number 3 or 4. But there's no Klay Thompson. Once again, he injured his Achilles and he's out for this year. I am very interested in to see how James Wiseman will play alongside Draymond Green and Seth Curry. And Andrew Wiggins. I think that the Golden State Warriors are still a formidable team anytime that Steph Curry steps on the floor. So I think that they're going to have a great season. I think that they're going to go to the playoffs. But I don't know that without a Klay Thompson and the introduction of James Wiseman, if they can make it to the conference finals and make it to the NBA finals. We will be watching to see. Next, we have the Utah Jazz. You have Donovan Mitchell. So we're going to see. He's a superstar in his right. We're going to see if he can still push the Utah Jazz to the playoff pinnacle and see how far they can get this year. They played really good in the bubble until they got with the Denver Nuggets, and then of course we know what Jamal Murray did. But we also know what Donovan Mitchell did in the bubble too. So we're gonna see what the Utah Jazz can do and see where they end up this year. Next, we have the Portland Trail Blazers. You still got CJ McCullough. You still got Damian Lillard. So we're going to see if they can continue what they did in the bubble as well. They played lights out just like the Miami Heat did. So we're going to see if they can keep that up, see if they can push forward and get past that first round of the playoffs in order to move to the semifinals. Last, we have the New Orleans Pelicans. Last year, we had the introduction of Zion, and he played pretty good his rookie season. This is his second season. He said that he didn't want to disappoint anyone, and so now he's looking forward to playing with his teammates, to really putting his game out there. So I'm really interested to see exactly, along with Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, and really seeing what this team can do with a full year and a full schedule at the helm. So that's my take on the West. My dark horse for the West is going to be none other than the Phoenix Suns. Since they have acquired Chris Paul in the backcourt with Devin Booker, I think that this may be one of the best backcourts in basketball. It will be my dark horse to make the playoffs, and it will be my dark horse to do some damage in the playoffs if they're able to get there. This is my take on the West. This is my take on the 2021 NBA season. I will be back once the playoffs starts in order to give my take at that time. If you like these, please comment down below. If you like these videos, let me know what type of videos you would like to see. If you like them, hit the like button and subscribe below. Thanks for watching.